everyone, what is up? It's Ruby, and tonight I have kind of like a girl talk video for you all. Tonight as I'm filming this video, I'm going to be making a girl talk video. I have not done one of these really on my channel, but I've been requested to start doing a lot more of my sit down talking videos where I just talk about like my opinions on things and life advice and everything like that. So I thought, okay, tonight would be like the perfect opportunity to do that because I had plans and then last minute they fell through. So I was like, well, why not film a video? Today I have a video on something that I don't think I've ever really talked about, not only on this channel, but just like in general to friends. It's not something that I've ever really like felt the need to like express my opinion on, but recently I've definitely like wanted to make a video about it, and it's kind of talking about feeling forced to switch to casual dating just so that you're not without a relationship. I don't know if that really makes any sense, but I'm gonna go a lot more in depth as this video progresses. Also, my hair is not red. I don't know if it's gonna look like that when I like go back to edit this video, but right now in the viewfinder my hair looks red, and maybe it's because like I'm wearing red lipstick. The lighting's kind of weird because it's very, very late at night, but I don't know. Anyways, my hair's not red. It's definitely still brown, and like I haven't touched it recently. I want to start off this video by saying that I am the least judgmental person there is. I am of the belief that you can do whatever you want with your life, make whatever choices you want in your life, and I will never ever ever judge you for those choices. Just don't judge me for the choices that I make. And ever since I can remember, actually, I have always really valued relationships, romantic relationships, and I've always kind of been of the mindset that I'm only interested in committed relationships. I've never been one for casual dating. I've never been one for one-night stands and hookups, and that's just how it's been ever since I was little. My parents didn't really ever like instill that in me. It wasn't something that they talked about, and they were like, you know, casual dating or like casual flings or just hooking up for the sake of like something physical is wrong. That's just something that I've kind of always thought just wasn't for me. Again, I don't think that it's wrong. Like if you're into just casual hookups, that is fine. Go ahead, go live your life. But for me, that was just never really something that I was interested in. Recently, because I have been more open to dating and kind of searching for a relationship, I've come to notice, not just in New York, not just in New York City, but kind of like everywhere in my generation, I feel like people just are not interested in like committed relationships right now. They're more interested in like casual flings and hooking up. Kind of a quick little story time that I swear relates to this video. About a week ago, I went out for coffee with like a friend of a friend. My friend was like, oh, you should really meet this guy that I know. I think he would like be somebody that you'd be like pretty interested in, and like it's not a date, like I just want to set you guys up for coffee. I was kind of like, yeah, like I'm open for that, because even if I don't really feel like I'm interested in the person, I'm always looking for more friends. So I meet this guy, he's really nice, we're talking about a lot of things, we seem to have a lot in common. We were talking about how both of our like favorite TV shows, or one of our favorite shows, is The Office, and then literally we were like talking about an episode of The Office. I take a sip of my coffee, and the next thing that comes out of this guy's mouth is, so, are you down to hook up tonight? Which I just immediately looked at him and I said, you know what, I think you had the wrong impression of me. It was really nice to meet you, but I'm gonna go now. And I walked straight out of that Starbucks. Now, that is not to say that what this guy was looking for is wrong. It's just to say that that is not for me, and that's not what I'm looking for. So the next day I was telling this story to one of my coworkers, and she was like kind of giving me her opinion on it, and she was like, well, Ruby, like, you know, you say that you're interested in dating and you want to like be in a relationship and you want to be like romantically close to somebody, so like why wouldn't you kind of sacrifice like how much you want an intense committed relationship for like a little fling? I mean, that's better than nothing, right? While I understand where she's coming from, I'm not at the point that I am so like lonely and I crave a relationship so much that I'm willing to abandon like my morals and everything that I look for in a relationship just so that I can have somebody to hold hands with. But what my coworker said, and again, she is not in the wrong for asking that question, however, what she said really got me thinking, because a lot of my friends recently have kind of done the thing where they've abandoned what they had originally been looking for in relationships and have then switched to kind of like the casual side of dating and hooking up just so that they can have somebody, when in reality that's really not what they want. So I'm here on camera to kind of talk to my viewers and say there is absolutely no reason that you have to abandon what you're looking for in a relationship and what you desire just to have a person. Because I truly believe that there is a right person for everybody in this world. I'm a hopeless romantic and I'm a believer in that, and I believe that like everything happens for a reason. So I believe that if you're a person who's looking for X, Y, and Z and you have very, very specific requirements when it comes to dating like myself, you're going to find a person with those exact same requirements. You know, despite what it feels like at times, it's a really, really big world out there, and you know, there aren't just like 20 guys in the entire universe. That would be like really, really sad if that was the truth. Sometimes I feel like people, not just girls, people in general, will just settle for the first person who shows that they're interested in them, even if they have different morals than like what they stand for, and they want different things than what this person wants. I feel like sometimes people just kind of settle because they're like, well, you know, if I pass this person up, who knows if somebody else is gonna come along? And I kind of like always want to say like, I know that somebody's gonna come along. There's absolutely no reason that you have to settle for somebody and kind of just give up and say, well, I guess this is like good enough for me, at least for now, because you never know who's hiding around the corner. In any circumstance, it can feel very, very easy to kind of like give in to the peer pressure and kind of feel forced to like go along with what the majority is doing at the time. And so when it comes to dating with like my generation and my age group, sometimes it can feel so easy to like feel forced to just go along with what everybody else is doing, which the majority is like, you know, doing the casual dating and just kind of like hooking up. And sometimes it's nice to remind yourself that like, no, not everybody is doing that. There is a person out there who values the same things that you do, and you just have to wait and be patient. I really should script these videos out, because as I'm sitting here right now, I was like, I know that I had so many other things to like talk about with this subject that I can't remember it. I'm also hoping that whatever I've said so far actually makes sense. I also think that it's really important to like remind yourself in a generation where everything is like really fast-paced and immediate in relationships. It can seem that a lot of people like just do the casual thing and just hook up so that it can kind of be there in the moment when you need it, and then you can drop it as soon as you don't. It's really important to remind yourself that it's okay to walk your own path, and it's okay to kind of like march to the beat of your own drum, and you know, just think of things a little differently and understand that it might take you a little bit longer to find what you're looking for in a relationship because you're marching to your own drum. I don't know how many times you can say that in a sentence. But while it might take you a little longer to find what you're looking for, once you do, it's going to be that much more important to you because you didn't settle and you didn't change your original ideals, you know, when you really, really didn't want to. Of course, like if you eventually decide that like maybe serious dating isn't for you and you just want to do the casual thing and you just want to kind of see multiple people and you maybe just want to have casual hookups, like that's totally fine. I'm not saying that like it's not a good thing to like change your opinion about things. But if you're doing it in the moment as kind of like an irrational decision just so that you feel like you won't be lonely, then that's something that you really kind of maybe want to look at. But I guess that kind of wraps up like my little girl talk video. I think I'm gonna try and make these a bit more like specified when I do one next time. Maybe not scripted, but definitely like write out some bullet points and kind of talk a bit more in depth. So if you guys have any subjects that you want me to talk about in these like girl talk videos, please let me know. If you did enjoy this video though, please give it a big thumbs up to let me know that you would like to see more of these. Please subscribe and help me grow the Ruby Rocks the World channel. It would mean the world to me. Follow me on all my social media networks. Links are always in the down bar below. And I love you all so much. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day, night, afternoon, whenever you all are watching this video. And I will talk to you guys in my next one. Okay, bye everybody.